106.1 Rock Radio. Backstage.
Well, it's been online for a few weeks and now it is landing in the shops. After 17 years away, the new Guns N' Roses album Chinese Democracy is out. We've been hearing all the hype, but what do the experts think? Right, so we've been talking to Slash, but apparently he's too busy finding a new lead singer for Velvet Revolver.
I'm not in the band. Obviously, that might have had something to do with it. I don't. It's good. I'm glad. It's good to hear his voice.
And we've been speaking to Ozzy Osbourne.
It's not really Guns N' Roses. It's just a one guy. And good luck to him. I mean, just because it's great, you know. I mean, finally they got an album.
Yep, 14 brand new songs. That's if you haven't already heard them leaked on the internet. But one guy studying them all very closely is Gavin from the tribute band Guns N' Roses.
There's going to be something there that's going to put it in the history book, sort of thing. I mean, whether it's the controversy of how long it took to make or whatever, or what's actually on the album, one way or the other, it's going to be remembered.
He's already adding some of the new tracks to their set list.
I think every successful artist and everybody that we've still got with us from the 60s, 70s and 80s, like the Stones, well, two members of Queen, you know, people like that, they've all changed their styles. I think that Axl gets a lot of stick for wanting to change so much, but personally I think it works.
Now this album is going to sell a ton of copies either way, but one of the big questions is whether it's going to open up their music to a new audience. One thing is for sure, that without Slash, it's going to be pretty hard to compare this album with their stuff from back in the 80s.
What we had in the 90s and the 80s was what it was then, you know, and that's what we've all got in our memories, that's what we all grew up with. Unfortunately, that era of music, if you bring it into today's charts, like I said, for example, Velvet Revolver do, it does well, but for a short time it's not monumental and then it sort of fades out. I personally think it's gonna stick around for a while.
Right, so that is the verdict from an expert, but keep it locked on 106.1 Rock Radio if you want your own copy. We are giving away Chinese Democracy and playing new tunes from that record on The Breakfast Show with Steve Berry all week.